To this point in the tutorials, we've learned how to create farms and fields, how to upload boundaries, how to look at A/B lines, how to input data that we need for the harvester, input data we need for the planter or the other applicator, depending on what we're looking at for variable rating across our field. And then we've clicked this button where we've created a trial. So the next thing is to look at what that trial looks like. So first of all, we're going to click on Open here. It's going to bring up a new page, and here we can see our trial, our field, and we can see our checkerboard design outlaid on here. This outside area is our buffer. It's dark green, so 35,000 seeds, which are standard practice. And then once we reach that trial area based on the distance of our headlands and sidelands, we can then see the checkerboard of the rates between the 28 to 40,000 seeds per acre. And we see this is what our trial looks like. Once we like the trial, we're going to go ahead and click Download. And that's going to bring a download over to here. And once the download is complete, we can look at it in our files. And we're going to go ahead and unzip this. And once we've unzipped it, we can click on it. Here we can see these are the A/B lines that we need to use for the harvester, A/B lines for the planter, and this is the trial design. So this is the information you then send your consultant or to DIFM, and they would take it and put it into their software, whether they're using SMS or ADMS or another software, where they can then take it and code it so it gives you the output that you need for your precision planter, your ag leader, your case, your John Deere, whatever it may be. It'll give it to the right file format for that and then send it to you, and then it can put the prescription in your system and you're ready to go. So it gives you all that information. The other thing it gives you is this report. So you can click on the report here, or we can go back here a page, and we can see this information down here where we can see the open, the download, and the report. The report goes over a few things. It kind of gives us some general information about our trial. The size of fields is a 140 acre field. It has 725 rectangular plots. They're 30 feet wide by 291 feet long. Tells us what our headlands are, what our sidelands, tells us how much seed we need. Remember, we're in thousands per acre, so this is 4,799 thousandths per acre. These are our seeding rates in thousands per acre, kind of that brief picture of what our trial map looks like. This is our target rates. These are the amount of replicates that we're going to have throughout the field, so 120 replicates, so that's a lot of good data to help us understand things. These are really important here. This is the A/B line for the seed, so this is for our planter. This is the A/B line that we need to follow, not necessarily the A/B line that you input already, but this is the A/B line that we need to then go and use, and it will go into our applicator or our planter. And this is the one that we need for the harvester, and this helps our treatments and our harvester line up so we can get the best data when we go to analyze our data at the end of the season to see what we learn. And then from here it kind of gives you the steps of what you need to do, planting the border area. You can see the border versus the trial, some general information there. These are some pictures to see what your A/B line looks for your planter versus your A/B line for your planter and harvester. And if your planter and harvester are different widths, this will obviously kind of show you what those differences look like within each of the plots. And then it goes in little information about how to upload data, the raw yield data and as applied data to DIFM. And if you have any questions, it also tells you that not only are we going to be able to use your seeding rate, but we can also pull in from Web Soil Survey and other places information such as elevation, such as slope, and soil maps to then be able to differentiate what we're finding throughout the field based on elevation and slope and other things like that. But that's kind of our input. This is kind of going through what we get as far as the report goes to get us ready to get into the field.